Okay, okay, okay. Look, honey, I am so excited. Look. Look, honey, it is a super new moon in Gemini right now. I don't know what's going on or what that means, but I am on fire. Okay? I am on fire. I just want to talk about this some numerology and what the year means. What this what shift we are going through right now. Okay, so whatever the heck is going on collectively, massively, I can feel that stuff inside of me, and I'm burning up, like breaking through, busting through. Okay, so I just recently went through an awakening that has like really taken me to the next level, and I said, "Well, it is what it is." Okay, I ain't gonna blab too much more. I'm gonna go ahead and go through this concept real quick. I don't like to blab too much. I don't like to waste nobody time. So we know this super new moon in Gemini is basically saying that the earth is very close to the sun. Okay. We got some things going on in the planetarian um realm, I should say, and it's shaking some stuff up. Okay. So I hope you can hear me. I do. But I wanted to talk about a little bit of the numerology aspect, age of Aquarius, the fire horse year, and basically go and lead into the mother of zodiacs. Hmm. Yeah. So if you don't know me already, my name is May. I'm mastering alignment as an empath. Yes. So I'm learning how to balance everything out. And I've been wanting to do this channel for a long time, and it just everything's happening, and it's just like push record, document, and I can't help but push record and document. I am a teacher at heart, passionate about what I do and what I teach. And I love spirituality. I do. I am in it and I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm really in it. And I just love it here all the way around. So we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it because I do like to run my mouth. But I said I wanted to talk about the year of the fire horse and what that actually means. The year of the fire horse, in general, it happens every 60 years. Okay, so something profound happens every time this fire horse comes about, and we're talking about double fire. Okay, they say double fire energy. All right, and it's very disruptive. So this fire horse that we're experiencing right now, this energy alone is double. All right, so we're going to talk about major change. Major change. And this fire horse energy is something that is quick, fast. You know what I'm saying? Quick and fast. We're talking about stallion. We're talking about a runner that is at his all time top notch tier runner of a horse. Okay. Kentucky Derby ain't got nothing on this horse. Okay. So fire horse energy is hitting us very hard. All right. This energy started way before, you know what I'm saying? Way before the February, March mark. I'm telling you, because I felt the shift in like November, December. Sorry about that. Somebody did some I couldn't even say nothing and say hold on to y'all. But we're talking about the fire horse, okay? Talking about disruptive, and that was very disruptive. Somebody opened up our door. I don't know why our door is not locked, but anyway. Somebody opened up our door, but this concept is disruptive, okay? The things that are going on right now will disrupt the normalcy of everyday life, and spirituality. We need to look at it from a different angle. Okay. So this fire horse has put some people on their back, and you already seen how things have gotten very rough. Okay. We'll talk about, the egotarians and uh that's what I call them. The egos and the, negative concepts and or entities that are in this realm. They're kind of falling out the wayside and losing the battle, but we ain't gonna go there. This is not for them to shine a light on them right now. We're seeing a lot of disruptive behaviors and things going on. We're seeing a lot of things being put in check and put in its place. Okay. Um, let's talk about year the year. Okay. We're gonna lead into the year itself. The year is a one, year one and or 10. Okay. This year is my I am a life path number one or 10. Okay. So this is one of those years for me. I never really understood it until now. I'm getting it and I'm understanding it and I'm able to actually like identify it and understand what it means and what it calls me to actually do. Okay. So I'm taking the next extra steps and necessary measures in order to be at the forefront because I'm a year one life not a year one. I'm a life path number one and I am not a good person to listen to my boss. You understand what I'm saying? Like I am more of like an entrepreneur mindset individual where I operate at my own pace and what I do. I'm a contract type of person or individual. I really don't need to be doing a 9 to 5 like that. Nah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't taste good. So this year right now is a year one, and it is required us to think from a different lens or a different perspective where this is the beginning of a fresh start. So the fresh start in general is we got rid of some old ideas and concepts and we should be looking towards the future and or what we have and what we dreamed about and what we remembered, you know um and actually start fresh. So it's like a reinvention type of year. And this right there in general is something that we need to know and understand. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. Y'all gotta forgive me. My son, he I don't know, kind of shook him up, but I got a dog, so we ain't gotta worry about too much. That's in my doorbell. So back to it. Year one, okay? Right now, it's beginning, a new beginning, fresh start, like reinvention type of thing. Okay, fresh start. All right. And when we talk about a new beginning, fresh start, year one, we're talking about independence. We're talking about initiation, a new initiation, or just initiation into something new. All right. And then we're talking about, and I already said it, personal reinvention. Okay. So this right here is beginning a fresh start, independence, initiation, personal reinvention. And it leads me into what's been going on, the shift, going from one concept to another concept. All right, at a rapid pace, a rapid change. So we're leaving the year of Pisces or the age of Pisces and powerhousing into the age of Aquarius. And then we're in a year one out of all numbers. It's officially here. The new world. You get what I'm saying? The New Testament. Okay. So we're here experiencing it, and they've been talking about it and trying to water it down and uh just wash it kind of, mm, YT wash it, down to something that is digestible when we need something bitter. And that's what's happening right now. We got a bitter year right now, but it's a fresh start. Okay. We got the fire horse happening, and we have a year one happening, and we're having an age of Aquarius happen. These things right here is kicking our ass, especially mine's. I told you in November, I was getting my butt whooped. And I didn't know what was going on. I felt the shift. I felt it, and I'm like, what the heck? I felt it way before November, but it was like official. November was just pulling me in all different kind of ways. January came around, I'm like, okay. February, I'm just like in the thick of it. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, why? You know? Now I'm getting able to kind of, let it go and breathe a little bit. I'm in the void. Okay. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because my life path is a one, and I'm an Aquarius. Mm, mm, mm. And I'm having all these problems and all these solutions at one time, and everything is just coming inside of me and busting me free and out of my shell to where I'm just floating like Phoenix energy. Like, what's up? Okay, I'm in it, and I'm all in. Ain't no halfway, part way, nothing. I'm all in. Okay, so spiritual awakening is upon me, and or us in general. All right, so wake up. All right, age of Aquarius is wake up. Period. You sleep, wake up. You lying, stop lying. Wake up. So Age of Aquarius is a profound, and I'm going to say prolific thing for us, for humanity. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about Age of Aquarius. I'm only giving you a little bit because I'm trying to lead to my main point. All right. We got massive shift of human consciousness. We're talking about Christ frequency. Some people say Sophia frequency. We're talking about human consciousness is increasing rapid. All right. We're talking about tech advancement, hmm, in which now they talking about Gemini when actually they need to talk about Aquarius, but we gonna just make sure that they understand it is what it is. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You can have it. It's too much to say Aquarius. Gemini is more palatable. It's okay. All right. Individual liberation. We having a lot going on. Individually, for me, breaking free, baby. Yeah. I lead with freedom, love, honesty, and growth. Period, point blank. And we're feeling it all right now. All right. So my makeup in general is what's happening. And I'm just so free and like, oh, I see why I was born. It took me now and I'm on time, you know? So this right here is something that is going to be strongly focused on, and that's global community. Strong focus on global community. Think about global. You, in order for you to talk about global community, you got to talk about local community. They're one and the same. Above, so below, and within and out, and all of that other stuff. So we're talking about the massive and the collective, okay? And then we're talking about the minute, the small. We're talking about cellular, okay? At a small cellular level, and then we're talking about the body. Okay, so strong focus on global community. So if we're talking about global community, we can go backwards. We're gonna say global, okay, and then we're gonna say what national, national or like regional. You know, national, regional. Then we're gonna get into that range going towards the state. Okay. like the state of something. Even though we're talking about Western. Don't do me. Because that's almost like country. In Africa, you got all those countries. You don't have a state, you have a country. Okay. And then you have the continent. So the continent, okay, is Africa. And then you have a country, which considered over here is like around we're the country. We got 50 states, and we're talking about the country. Hmm. And then we're talking about, the continent type of thing. That's country, continent. Yeah. All right. So, Western does things backwards and difficult, and that's what they do, loop de loop. All right. So we're talking about global continent slash country. All right. And then that goes hand in hand with our national and regional, state type of, category. All right. And then we're talking about our local community or town. Okay. So you got to go through all of these to get to the local. But then we're talking about a global community. So whatever's happening globally is happening within the local in or town. Whatever's happening in the town is happening in the global community. So we're going to be staying focused on the global community aspect, which hand in hand, if you got the global community spotlight, we're gonna have the local community spotlight as well. And then the in between is going to actually change and make a difference in between. Yeah. So above and below and within and without. So let's recap before we get to the final thing. Okay. So we first talked about the global, not global, the fire horse, 60-year cycle going on, double fire energy, disruptive energy. We talked about the year one, which numerology means fresh start, new beginning. And then we have independence because one stand alone, and or we're talking about the independence, the initiation. You know what I'm saying? And tarot card, one is the magician, personal reinvention, you know, age of Aquarius. We talked about the age of Aquarius and how its innovation alone is all about global community, strong focus on global community, and also a massive shift of human consciousness and or Sophia and Christ consciousness. Okay, we got technology booming and banging. We got this push for AI and all of the above and in between. Then we have individual liberation. The phoenix, the rising. You know what I'm saying? Like individual freedom. You know what I'm saying? And that leads me to my main point. Age of Aquarius. We're going to talk about Aquarius. I love Aquarius so much. Oh my gosh, we just stand alone. We are. And the main focus on that is the individual freedom and the humanitarianism, gosh, of it all. Age of Aquarius is shifting into the new world, the new it. Honey, my son is something else. He keep bugging me about this. Somebody opened up the door, being disruptive. They didn't knock. They just opened up the door, a little kid or something like that. I don't know why my door is not locked. But somebody's always in here. They heard the dog. They seen the dog. The dog stood her ground. She didn't go out. She didn't bite nobody. That's it. Leave it alone. He don't want to. He need to look into everything, see if all type of stuff. Anyway, back to it. We're getting to Aquarius, okay? In my eyes, this is my opinion, Okay. And I don't know if I said it already, but I am an Aquarius. I have a life path number one. It's very hard and difficult for me, but I chose this and I did, and I'm doing pretty darn good. And then we're in the fire horse year. All right. So some things have changed within me, and I know there's some things that have changed on the outside of me as well. So I'm on the right track. All right. So I am getting to what and how I view Aquarius, especially like right now, in this very moment, in this year, at this time. Okay. I'm saying, regardless of the fact of which gender you are right now, but if you are an Aquarius, if you look at and understand Aquarius as a whole, you'll know that we're for change, growth, expansion, love, honesty, um, what is it, communication, that type of thing. Okay. Some of us aren't all about that. Some of us are. Some things have happened. Most of us might be on a little loopy side, and the loopy side is the factory reset side where they just out here doing whatever. Okay, I'm talking about the ones that got their head on together right now and they're really focused, okay, and understanding like their mission, okay, their mission, their vision, that type of thing. All right, so I believe Aquarius right now, they're the mother of zodiacs. Right now, at this time, we're waking up the mothers of the zodiac. Okay. Age of Aquarius is basically the ones that are to wake up the massive people or collective. Okay. Wake them up. Wake them up. Get them alive. Shake them up. Shimmery and shake. Okay. Mothers of the zodiac. All right. The mothers of the zodiac are up and wait. They're up. They woke. Okay, the mothers of the zodiac are really focusing on individual freedom, and then they're focused on humanitarianism. Okay, so the age of Aquarius, we might have to understand what Aquarius is, who they are at the core. Okay, they're all about the humans, even though we might not like y'all half the time, but we understand some people come to us for a little bit of everything. And I mean a little bit of everything. Okay. So if we look at the water bearer, I don't know how to say it, but that's how you say it to me. The water bearer. If we look at the symbolism, if we look at the actual idea of it and break it down, and we understand that the water bearer is going to be the mother, like mother, Yimaya, hmm the mother of water, mommy waters. Look at these. I'm gonna blow my own mind when I tap into this and rewatch it. Water bird. So that means everyone in this time frame right now is getting what they need for real. We're talking about if you're lacking in certain areas, you're getting poured into. So we can get you to wake up. Wake up. All right. Mommy water or water bearer. Okay. Or Aquarius. Okay. I haven't gotten all into the comedic name of it. But water bearer, if we look at it and break it down in the symbolism, we have water, which is cleansing, nurturing. We all need it. Okay? Water alone is amazing. Okay? If we look at all of the things that's going on as far as weather wise, anything to do with the water, like the glaciers, melting and stuff like that. Now, these glaciers are old, and these glaciers mean like they're very old. And the glacier, I don't know how old they are, but it's locked in nutrients, locked in life in these glaciers. Think about it. It's frozen. It's been frozen for years. All right. And we're talking about global warming too. We ain't going to get all into it, but if we're talking about global warming, could it be good or bad? You know, I think it's good. This water has life, life that has been locked away from years. And they're trying to stop this global warming, but you can't really stop evolution. And you shouldn't want to stop evolution and or evolving or elevation. So when you talk about mommy water, when you talk about Aquarius, when you talk about the age of Aquarius, we're pushing past that veil. Okay, we're pushing past the idea of, oh, our universe can be greater and better, or our earth and our country can be greater and better. We pushing past that right now. We're for humanity. We're for the nature, the natural. We're for those things. We're for innovation and thinking and new stuff and new ideas, new concepts. We're looking for all of that. Okay. So with the water and the fresh water coming from the global or glaciers, we got new life. We got new ideas, new concepts, new knowledge, new innovation, new everything. Okay. And we need that water in order to cleanse our body. We need that new water that was locked away from years ago to actually wash us and cleanse us. Okay? We need that new stuff because that's going to kind of equalize and do that osmosis going on in the water and kind of limit the bad bacteria, limit the bad and negative whatever's that the people's been messing and tampering with. Hmm. We need that. All right. So water is cleansing. Water is great. Water is renewing. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the bearer. The bearer. The bearer. The person. Okay. We're not talking about a goat. We're not talking about a half horse, nothing. We're talking about a human holding a vessel. Okay. A human, or you can call it an alien, I don't care. A human holding vessel. This human has this vessel within them, okay? And they're pouring it out. Mhm. They're pouring this out. Whatever's in there, and we know it's water, cleansing, nurturing, good new stuff water, quench your thirst water. It's pouring it out. And it's pouring it out into every sign. even it even if it's its own sign. So the mother of zodiacs is pouring into all right now. All of humanity. We can go back to it. It says individual freedom and humanitarianism. Mother of the zodiac, Aquarius, M.A.E, water bear, is pouring into all other zodiacs, including itself, for the cleansing, the freedom, the global community. We're talking about massive shift. We're talking about the collective conscious going to another level, next level of innovation, growth, and expansion at a rapid pace. Okay, let's go back to it now. Let's go back to it. We're gonna run it back. We got the fire horse going every 60 years. We talking about disruptive double fire energy. We got the year one going on right now. Yeah, yeah, fresh start. Uh-huh. Independence, initiation, personal reinvention. We got the age of Aquarius knocking everything down, putting people in place, checking people. You doing it wrong. We not doing that. Don't do nothing. Don't buck up if you want to. Up at me. If you doing wrong, you getting checked. If you doing wrong, you sitting down. If you doing too much and not enough, you gotta go. We doing all of that. To be aware is to be alive. If you woke and broke, don't on. Cause you can't be woke and broke. You gotta have something in there. You gotta have some coins. You gotta have some pinnacles. You gotta have some type of life going. You know what I'm saying? We all for it. We got massive shift of the human consciousness, Christ consciousness, Sophia Christ consciousness going. We got technology advancement. We on the roller coaster right now. We moving up gradually. And then now we shooting off. Because that fire horse is disruptive. You know what I'm saying? So we got the individual liberation alone. We talking about Phoenix rising going on right now. You think they ain't gonna have no pushback? You thought it was sweet. You thought that this was gonna be easy peasy, nothing squeezy. I'm corny, but don't worry about it. All right. But then when we look at it, we talking about a strong focus on global community. So that means this video right here might get pushed to people in a different country. This video right here might get sent to a smaller time zone. Not a smaller time zone, but a different time zone than where I am. This video right here is going to reach somebody, and somebody gonna be like, "Oh, she is on to something." Oh my, let me think about that seriously. Now we talking about, and when we talking about water bear, we talking about mother of zodiacs. We talking about Aquarius energy. We talking about M.A.E. We talking about old guard. We talking about ancient. We talking about ancestors. We talking about spiritual teams. We talking about coming together as a collective, letting people know, boo, you can't get up in here. We strong arming, like, huh? We together as one, like, what? Please, you come through me, you gonna get checked. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You come through, you getting checked. If you not doing what you supposed to do, we can run down the list. You're not being honest, you getting checked. You're not communicating to the best of your ability, you getting checked. You're not growing and expanding, you getting checked. Hmm? Anything else we need to talk about? You doing something fluky, Ponzi schemes, all of that, you getting checked. You can't pass go right now, honey. You wanna know why? Because you've been doing the wrong thing. You doing the wrong thing. You gotta go. Nope. To the best of your ability, you better go on, get from around here as soon as possible. Because when I call judgment, God coming. Huh? Ask somebody. Mother of zodiac signs? The mother of zodiac? Oh Lord. Huh? We gonna run it back. Mother of zodiac. Focus on individual freedom and humanitarianism. What? So you over here bagging people and messing people over. You gonna get far? You're not. You're getting checked. You over here thieving, stealing, lying, cheating, and everything else in between. You getting checked. You can't seem to actually stop your factory resets and you keep doing evil, conniving things. You getting checked. I opened the book the other day. Where my baby? Where my book at? I opened the book the other day, honey. And that thing, that ain't even it. Where's my book at? It was an amazing eye opener for me. Let me go ahead and get it. Okay? Because I'm all about spirituality. And we're going to talk about this on this channel right here. Spirituality, I love it. I love it. That means freedom for me. I'm as free as a bird when it comes to my beliefs. Whew, honey. Mm, mm, mm. The other day, I needed some kind of eye opener, and I went straight to, and let me see if I can get it. I might have to look it up. Yep, I'm gonna have to look it up because I should have did it before, but let me see. Where you at, baby? I think I'm mommy water. All right. But I think where we at? Oh, it's not even in order. Let me go to her. All right. And let me just say just a little bit. Where's she at? 328. Yep, 328. So we're talking about two different people, Yemaya and then Mommy Walter. Okay. 328. We get it. There we go. Yemaya. Goddess of awakening. It's Yoruba and or slash Nigeria. Okay. I am receiving and radiating love. Okay. So Yemaya is mother. All right. Mother of the actual, like, when I talk about Yemaya, we talking about some divine, divine. And when I think of her, I think of the water. I think of cleansing. hmm hmm And then we talk about Mommy Water, goddess of nakedness. All right. So water gazing in the hidden lake ritual. I have the courage to be vulnerable. All right. I recommend, I'll probably read this one in a minute, but I will recommend this book. All right. I really, really, really would love people to kind of tap into the spirituality of the one that's not pushed, religion that's not pushed. Okay, find your own. hmm Find your own. So I ain't going off topic. But it was, I read this message, all right? It says, we meet again. It said, inlaid daughter, we meet again. Let me take in who you have become. Yes, you and I have met many times through many lives. I know you. You know me well. Awaken now to yourself. Awaken to your true power. That was just the other day I read this. And I'm like, full circle, baby. Oh, it's it came to me, the hero's journey. That's what it was. That was another, I had to put that in there. The hero's journey is something that we all go through. And when you think about it, you understand most of this stuff is full circle. Some people have a glitch and they can't get past the threshold, but some of this is full circle, right? So The awakening that I just went through has really pierced the veil, and now I'm here in front of you guys talking. All right, I'm at almost 40. So, mother of zodiac, Yemaya, mommy water, Aquarius, old guard mentality, and spirituality in there. Okay, we get the water bearer in the front right now, pouring into all souls that want to change, that's on a divine mission to make differences in this world, this life in general. So, if you want to really, really tap into it and understand what this means globally and locally, you have to understand the mother of zodiacs and what we're going through right now. What we are going through right now. You need to sit with it. Don't be scared and don't be afraid. The water will wash it. It will cleanse it. And we need the new water. The water that is being melted right now when they're talking about the glaciers are, melting. Yes, we go through changes for a reason. Everything under the sun. hmm There's a time and a place for it. And right now, it's a time and a place for us to change and make a difference. We got the seasons changing. They said the birds changing. We got all these things changing. We the only ones that don't want to change. We want to keep it the same, stay the same. No, honey. So when we say there's a time and a place for everything under the sun, we got to understand that. We got that circadian clock and that rhythm going right now. If renewing people, you got to understand there was ice age, wasn't it? Then there was like an actual hot and or dry desert, type of age. There was. If there's an ice age, it got to be a dry age too. Then there has to be a wet age. You feel me? And then there has to be like a fall age too. So when we're talking about water, we thinking about water. We thinking about the spring with the water and the raining. We're thinking about also you could talk about winter because winter is kind of wet too. You feel me? So when we're talking about water, we're talking about cleansing. We're talking about change. And right now, when they're talking about the global, the world or the the heat, the over um the hot, extreme hotness of our earth right now, it's melting things and bringing things forth and alive. This stage is necessary. Why are you trying to limit it? That's not what age of Aquarius is. You can't limit an Aquarius. We're talking about freedom. Freedom is liberation. Freedom is no lack. Let's put it together. So you want to curve Mama Water. You want to curve Yemaya. You want to curve Mayat. You want to curve it and or water it down. No, let it happen. This is supposed to happen. Now, when you start getting involved and trying to slow it down, water it down, and everything in between, you gonna get in trouble. You can't be in no, you can't be in the way. You gotta get out the way. I just told you, you gotta get checked. You gotta get out the way. I don't want to make it too long because once I go over a certain amount, they want to get all long and stuff, and I can't upload it. You're gonna get checked if you in the way. So you gotta get out the way. You really do. You cannot be in the way of innovation and growth and expansion because you're going to get ran over. This is a fire horse year. You're going to get ran over. Just get out the way, honey. If you're not ready, get out the way. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. Is my camera just like going in and out and it's or blurry? Oh, it's the lighting. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm gonna get a light. Yeah, I'm gonna get a light. I know when I go back, it's not as good, but when I come up here like this, it's better. So I'm gonna have to put like some tape on the wall to make sure that I'm not slouched over and getting all into it. So either way, it's inevitable that we're going through this process. We're shedding the old and the new is coming. It's here. So we got Mother of Zodiacs knocking people heads off. Mother of Zodiacs is pouring into the good souls, the restorative souls, the rejuvenating souls, the souls that are for the growth and expansion. That's what's happening. Mama Water, Yimaya, Water Bearer, Aquarius, it's here. All right. And we can talk about these concepts a little bit more. And I want to, kind of utilize this African goddess initiation book in the future so you can kind of understand it. Like, if you think about the goddesses, there's a lot of them noted in this particular book because African spirituality really expands over a lot of countries. You know what I'm saying? So we need to understand that these concepts and ideas can be seen as like entities, deities, and or a thought. Like the concept, the knowledge is in the ethers, it's in the cosmos. All right. So I can be and or I choose to become like Yemaya or like Mommy Walter. You get what I'm saying? I have those concepts and I have those ideas and ideologies of Mayat balance. So I am in my goddess energy and really learning how to navigate and balance things. So I'm all for humanity. I am. I just had to speak on the mother of zodiacs. I am so happy and glad that I got to this point that I had to make some changes and push through, and I have to really, really, really say thank you to my main piece. Mug pushed me past the brink. I wanted to knock that man head off. We're not talking right now at this time because that man, he pushed me to the, oh Lord, I was gonna do something, but I had to, really bring that back in. You know what I'm saying? And I thank him. I really do. He hasn't gotten the thank you yet, but I thank him. Yeah, he pushed me. He pushed me to heal some things. You know what I'm saying? And look past certain things. Pierce through the veil, and really open up my eyes to see like, look, this who you is. For real, for real. You need to walk and step into this on a regular basis and consistently. You can't keep poking your head in and out, running back and forth between, oh, you straddling the fence. You in or you out? You all in? All right, let's go. And that's where I'm like, I'm all in, you know? And when we talk about a little bit about, I just want to say, like twin flames and, you meet a soul and that soul reminds you of you and you like, cannot believe you're alive. Some people are faking the funk for real. But I found a signature in that person and I said, eh, I never seen that before. And that signature is mine. You know what I'm saying? And you have that signature. I have a signature right now that I've adopted and I will never give that one up. And it's 5 letters. You know what I'm saying? That's my signature now. And for me to recognize that signature in another one, like exactly the same, it's mind blowing. And it tells me I'm on the right track, but I'm like awakening for real. It's official. On the other side of that is who I am. It didn't take me this long this time, but when we talk about the deep darker night of the souls, we're gonna talk about that soon. You pushing past the veil. Like, I'm in my master's degree and I got my master's degree. Now I did that doctoral degree, did some studying, applying and researching and applying. Now I got the solution and the concepts and the funding for it. Now I'm ready to push past that veil. Now ooh, I'm at that stage where it's time to do the Sankofa. Hey, bring that back. You feel me? So, oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So I'm gonna digress. So you can get in contact with me. You can hit me up. Um, my name is May Rose. All right, or May Knows. M.A.E. knows and M.A.E. underscore knows. I do sell teas. Most of my teas are like for detoxing. I do got a few chill, 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 but my best seller, honey, is the aphrodisiac. I'm telling you, sexuality like on point. 10, 0 to 10, 0 to 100, 0 to 1,000. Yes, I'm telling you, honey. Yes, it's like that. So you can get in contact with me about some tea. I do detoxes. DM me about that. Um, I am looking to come up with some hard copy type of information, especially when it comes to spirituality and how it ties into our relationships and or when we come into contact with certain people that are not of our liking, even though we might love them, they're not of our liking, meaning they don't look like us. They not like us. And we be trying to stay long and change them, but we can't do that. We can't do that. Not right now. It's not time to do that. So mm, I think that's it for now, but this is my series that I am, trying to put out there. Every year during the summertime, I was really trying to push self love, and I called it Self Love Series. I'm still all about that. So my main topics for sure self love and self love and spirituality. And I probably talk about, some soul contracts here and there and some things about the soul in general. But for sure, I'm about education, innovation, pushing freedom. Yep, yep, yep. So let me get out of here before I push that hour. But I thank you for supporting me and be great today and every day. All right. And be kind to yourself.